Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at the Motorhome and Caravan Show 2025 and I'm on the Malibu stand. Now Malibu are a German manufacturer and you've probably seen quite a few reviews I've done of their models on the channel. It's one that I do like and I'm excited to show you their new Malibu Relax campervan. Now this was actually launched at Caravan Salon in Dusseldorf this summer and it's new for the 2026 season. There's only one on display, but I'm going to explain the range to you and we're going to take a first look together and find out a bit more. Now, you will see here on the windscreen, it says starting from £52,340, and it does. However, that is the most basic vehicle. After that, the ranges go up to 58,000, 68,000, which is this one, and then 75,000. So let me just explain those ranges to you. Entry level is their active range at 58,000. Then there is Ambition at 68 and then Exclusive at 75. And it's the equipment levels that's going to affect that price point. Now, they are all based on the Fiat Ducato with the 2.2 litre diesel engine. The entry level and the Ambition have 140 horsepower and this one comes with automatic transmission because it's middle of the range. The Exclusive model has 180 horsepower and automatic transmission. In terms of colour, there's only two colour choices, white, which is on the entry level active, or the iron grey, and you're going to find that on Ambition and Exclusive. Now the model name you need to look for when you're talking about Relax is the 640 LER, and that 640 is across all of them. So let's talk more about sizes. So we've gone through the ranges, active, Ambition, Exclusive, and the all-important price points. What about the size? So this campervan is 6 metres and 36 centimetres in length. Obviously we can only see a little bit of it because of all the signs, but 6 metres and 36. In terms of width, it's 2 metres and 10 centimetres, so it's quite a narrow and compact vehicle, so ideal if you do like going down those country lanes. And in terms of height, it's 2 metres and 59 centimetres. Now all of the models are 3.5 tonnes or 3,500 kilos gross vehicle weight, so you can drive them on your standard car licence. However, there is an option to uprate the weight to 4,000 kilos or 4 tonnes, but you will need the C1 category on your driving licence. So those are the important facts and figures that we need to know about Relax. So let's start up here. As we can see, we've got the Malibu logo here on our iron grey finish, and then as we come down, the Malibu logo embossed here at the front on the Fiat Ducato front, and this one on Ambition has got the lower cornering lamps. If you want the optional pop top, that will be £4,300, or you can have it here as we see in the 2-berth. So there's a 2-berth and a 4-berth. Right, let's continue down. Now the good thing with the van conversion is the fact that the wing mirrors are close to the body. We haven't got the extended mirrors like on a motorhome. On Ambition, we are going to get the alloy wheels. And another thing that I do like is the fact that we've got the Malibu cap there. So that finishes that off nicely. All of these models in the UK are right-hand drive, but the habitation door is also here on the off side. You will get here the electric step, and we can see an awning light as well just above there. Exclusive has some additional features as well that we should be aware of. I will put a link in the description to the website so you can take a look and find out more. On board we have our water filling point. You're going to get a 100 litre freshwater tank, and then you're also going to get a 92 litre grey waste tank. So onboard water, not a problem. You're also going to get air-blown heating, and there's an option as well to have a diesel heater if you want, and you can also add lithium to any of the models, so it's up to you what you want to put on. Up here on Ambition, we can see the rear view camera, and then coming down, the longitudinal beds. We'll see these more inside, but this layout is the same across all of the Relax range, so it's just this one layout. Underneath, loads of storage. So if you're the sort of person that obviously likes the great outdoors and takes equipment with you, there is storage under there, and there's also a storage compartment just under there as well. In this cupboard here, you're going to put your gas bottles. So the storage there for 2 gas bottles. The doors, what I do like, we've got the light wood and then we've got the finish here. We've got the cream and then the lighter wood. I think in a camper van, sometimes lighter wood does make it look a bigger space. We'll go down the near side. So again, we can see a little bit of the near side between the signs. So we've got our electric hookup point here, the toilet cassette point, and then the vent for that Truma air-blown heating. Or as I say, you can add the diesel option if you wish. And then here we have our cab door and our diesel filling point. Right, so that's the exterior of Relax. On the entry-level Active, that will be white, but on the other two of the ranges, it's the grey paintwork. Let's go inside and take a look. So coming in, now Malibu always have a really nice feel. They're camper vans and they're motorhomes. I like the finish on them. So we come in and we see here the grey fabric. There is a choice of fabrics, but here it's shown in the grey. You will also get the armrests as well in the fabric. Up front, there is the Fiat cab, multifunctional steering wheel, automatic on ambition, and the infotainment system. And then here we can see we've got the solid roof panel coming along to a sunroof here. Above us, there's a number of overhead lockers that open up, lighting underneath. I'll just open these so we can take a look. Again, another thing I like is that the fabric and the padding, because the roof has got the soft padding, continues through the cabinets. The padding is there for soundproofing. It's not just to look nice and pretty, soundproofing and insulation as well. And then coming along, this is going to be a lounge area. You're going to get 4 travel seats, regardless of whether you have 2 or 4 berths, 4 travel seats, 2 up at the front, and then the bench seat here. Now coming down, this table here, you can drop this and move this about. There is some movement to it. There's also the extension there. You will find as well here storage underneath. I won't move that here at the show because the table's out, but you've got a good amount of storage there. So a great place to put bottles of drinks or shoes, whatever you like. We can see here as well a couple of vents. That's from that air-blown heating. And while I'm down here, I'll show you the floor. We've got the concrete effect flooring as well. Right, I'll stand back up. Now, obviously, if you had the pop top, you're going to access the pop top here. This would be the entrance to it. There'd be a ladder, and that is a manual pop top system. And I told you before, £4,300. When the door is open, you will get the fly screen here. And then coming along, we move into our kitchen area. The button for the electric step, a number of light switches, and a plug socket. You'll then also find the compressor, fridge and freezer. This is a Dometic appliance. Not sure if it's which side that's going to open on. There we go. It's the system that opens on both sides. You will find a small freezer compartment within that fridge. This will run solely off electric. So when you're off grid, it's going to be running off your 12-volt system. It doesn't operate on gas. Moving along, we do have 2 gas burners. This will run off that gas that you're going to have in the garage space. So 2 gas burners, and then the sink. I do quite like this nice little sink cover. It has 2 parts to it. You remove that obviously, and you've got this rectangular sink with chrome tap. Just put these back so it's all nice and tidy. The tap does swivel, hot and cold water heated through the Truma system. In the kitchen, we've got our overhead lockers here, so you can get a few bits and pieces. And again, the padding as well. The clasps, nice clasps here, opening upwards. The light wood finish, close that down. Now in this part, because we have the fridge and freezer, you're not able to open these parts. But then as we continue along, we have drawer space. Cutlery in here, soft close. You can see as well, we've got this colour on this colour scheme here, light wood, grey finish. Another drawer space here, again soft close, and then the bottom drawer as well. There we go. And I'll just close those up. Leave it as you found it, it's my motto. What I'll do before we do the beds, we'll dive onto the near side of Relax. Now here in Relax, we have an all-in-one shower, toilet and sink. There is the screen here that pulls round. You can see where that's going to go in the floor. So when you're using the loo and bits and pieces, you can pull that along. What you will need to do if you're closing the screen is swivel your toilet into the washroom itself, or you won't be able to close that door. But here you can see your toilet. Then we do have a window here, and the good thing I like is that it's frosted. Nobody can see in. These are things to look out for when you are motorhome or campervan shopping. Things like this for privacy, otherwise you'll be continually pulling that blind down. So that's something to notice. Then here we have our shower attachment. So this is in the chrome, you can see you operate it there, and you'll have a shower curtain. What I also recommend with shower curtains, when you're in there, they can stick to you. A really good tip is if you get some magnets that hold together, put magnets in the bottom to weight your shower curtain down. It won't stick to you. That is a good campervanner's tip. So you can pull your shower curtain round and use it as a shower space. Then here in this corner, we have our sink with the tap. There's also a mirror there, the light switch, and then down here, normally the shower curtain would be put away. It's obviously been out for the show, so this wouldn't normally look like this. You do affix it there. We've got storage there under the sink for your toiletries. I'll put that back. And then you do have a toilet roll holder under there, as you can see, and the flush button for your Thetford loo. So that's your all-in-one washroom. I think that's a generous size. Again, it's a camper van, 6 metres 36, so you've got to think about what you can get in a small space. Right, back here we've got our longitudinal beds. They actually make into a large double, as you can see, so you've got the best of both worlds really. In terms of size, this side here, I'll just check my sides, this side is 202 centimetres long. That's really good length, really good. Head up there generally I would say, and feet down here. This side's a little bit shorter, 189 centimetres long. So if you are the shortest person, you're going to be on that side. But then as you can see, the bed makes, so you're not just having to sleep apart, you can sleep together. Again, you'll have to devise your best bed system to use this, but you've then got this nice foam mattressing. Let me start here. So if I lift this cushion up, you'll see it lifts up with this section of the bed base, and you can get in there to your wardrobe. You've also got the option of pushing this here and opening this up to get in that way, so you don't just have to go in from the top. So that is access into your wardrobe space. This is a clever feature by Malibu and Cartago. It's their premium wardrobe space. Then it continues round. If I just lift this up, you can see the slats as well on the bed. These also lift up, so if you need extra space in that garage area, you can fold these apart so you can get in there. Then you can see all the overhead lockers. They run down the near side and the off side. So you've got overhead lockers for all your clothes. And back there's a USB charging point. I think that one's just USB back there. And you can put your gadgets on this shelf. On the near side, you'll also find another USB charger at the back, and then the overhead lockers again, and some lights at the rear. And you can see here a sunroof for ventilation. So in terms of the bed space, this is it. You'll also get some really quite clever storage on this side. You have storage under your step there. There's a plug socket as well if you're wanting to plug anything in. And then there's a couple of drawers here. So you can see this. And then this feature, I'll just open this up. Another one under here. So you can see all the storage you've got for your bits and pieces. There's another little bit down there as well, but I won't go any further. In fact, I'll just see if this is actually oh yeah, there we go, I'll show you that one. That is actually a little storage flap under there. So absolutely loads of room. Right, let me just do a summary while I'm in here, because there's quite a bit I just want to go through there. So the Relax range, starting, they say at 52,000, that would be a very basic van. But if you want a German Malibu van, you'll get into one at that price point. Otherwise, you're looking at 58 for the entry-level active. This model that we're seeing here is Ambition, 68,000. and then 75 for exclusive, which has got a lot more equipment on it. I'll put a link in the description and you can explore the Malibu website and have a look. But across the range, this is the layout. These are the beds with the lengths. This is your shower room. There's always a compromise, and on a camper van, it's going to be this all-in-one system. But I think really you've got everything you're going to need in there. You will have noticed there's no grill or oven. Again, this is a compromise that you're going to potentially have to make. But what I'd say is to think about things like teppanyakis that you can take and plug outside, or take an air fryer. Or you might just like the hob, or eating out like me, because as you know, I don't really do a great deal of cooking. And then we've got our lounge space again, nice little area, bonus of the storage in the floor as well. Right, out we go. So that is brand new for 2026, the Malibu Relax range, starting at a very competitive price point to really get you into one of these vehicles. Available in 2-berth or an optional pop top if you like that, to give you 4. I've enjoyed having a look. I do like, as you probably know, I do like the Malibu and Cartago models from the German manufacturer. The one that I do always get quite excited about. But there's a lot to like with this one. Thank you to Malibu, who have let us come on the stand today and film. That's very much appreciated. I'll put the links in the description. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.